Welcome to Yulman Stadium in New Orleans, home to the Tulane Green Wave, and as this city likes to say, let the good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the AAC, the Tulane Green Wave. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense set on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And you simply cannot start the game any better if you're on defense. The first 2 plays of the game, you get a sack. That's how you seize momentum.
And this crowd is losing it, frenzied after the back-to-back sacks. 3rd and long coming up. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. On the return, it's Fleming. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the offense on first down. They go to the draw. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Right down the middle. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. They're trying to slam it in. He gets it in there for the 2-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Johnson looking to throw. Pocket starts, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. The impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Tulane.
Line gets set, first down. From the gun. Caught in the backfield, it's Hughes. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Second down coming up. Timeout used by the offense. You can't afford to have anybody confused about the play. Now on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 13. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Thompson to throw. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Number 7.
They'll line up to go for 2. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Wants to pass. They're trying to get to him. Escapes the sack. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Gonna run it. It's Hampton. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Johnson wants to throw it. Got his man quickly. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Tulane 16, North Carolina 0.
Offense working from the pistol. Handoff to the single running back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Zings it complete to the right. And he breaks into the open. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Johnson looking to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Fourth down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board.
That makes the score Tulane 16, North Carolina 3.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Steps away. Hit as he throws. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You got these defenders, they are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Got his man downfield. Open runway ahead. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Green Wave. And once he found daylight, welcome to Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Ragin' Cajuns of the University of Louisiana and the site of the clash we have in store for you today. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Ragin' Cajuns will kick it away to start us off. Bringing it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
It leads to second down.
Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there on that interception to open this game.
Oh, what a move! They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
On the
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just gets rid of it before the heat. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate. How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Haynes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Clemson jumps to the line. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Fires to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Brown. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. And after the failed connection on 2nd down, this offense faces a 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Raging Cajuns decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the 1st time this afternoon.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
A loss of 12 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Grabbed behind the line, it's Washington. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Louisiana, 3, Clemson.
And the Raging Cajuns line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
And he was flat. You missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. With the catch, it's Brown. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. That's why you never assume the first guy's going to make the tackle, and you have to keep running to the football.
Man, it's something you highlight every single week in defensive meetings. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Don't assume
On this campus, the legends literally cement their handprints on the legacy just a few steps away from Bryant-Denny Stadium. This is the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. The offense set for a 1st down play. On the move, it's Hayden. At the 45, on his way. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
He's looking to throw it. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll pull it down. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
Quickly complete. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Back to throw, it's Sanders. Pulls it in. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways.
And he'll finish zone. Touchdown, Bucks!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. He'll bring it out. It's Bernard. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Going for the big play. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. And the incompletion is an open invitation to the special teams unit to come onto the field.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, hits the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, man.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Hand off from the shotgun. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
Offense gets set for second down. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Feeling some heat. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Colorado 7, Alabama 0.
A third down play to get the quarter started. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And they can't make the connection on third down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Try to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
On the ground, it's Hayden. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out a little bit.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Makes the catch and knocked down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Slips a tackle. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid an...
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, play's over, get down on the ground, don't take too many of those big shots.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Got enough space, and you race it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Oh, it's a fake, headed for the end zone. And it's not going to work. They tried to trick him out of 2 points, and they'll get nothing in like it. I don't know what this says about trusting your defense, but they're going for an early onside kick down 1 possession.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the 2nd quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
From the gun, the ground game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Oh, they block it. Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The give to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Just enough time for one final play in this half. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Colorado 10, Alabama 6.
And the Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Law. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime. He's going to let it go. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After the misconnection, it's second down. Takes the handoff. It's Hayden. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team's being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
To the air. It's Sanders. And the quick shuffle pass underneath.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything,
and this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive, and they can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes. When I'm a defense and I got them backed up, is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understand this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation, backed up, close to their own end zone.
Well, the defense can't afford to give up too many big plays like that. That was a simple day-one go route. A guy just running straight down the field. You need your DBs to get to that football and swat that thing away. You give up too many more of those, you don't got a shot at winning this game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Alabama quickly back to the line. On second down, he'll fire. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. Second interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The offense in hurry-up mode.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To throw, it's Sanders. Buys a little extra time. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Fourth down and 12 is four-down territory for this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down and run. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
And that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, man, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Tide offense rolls onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve his field position.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We'll get this quarter going with a second down play. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown Buffaloes! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape. So the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the kick is no good, but the defense way too aggressive. I think they roughed him. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A first down for the offense. Looking for space, it's Haynes. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They're bringing heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one, as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Running with power. Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Got some room to run. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Colorado.
Man, how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Alabama pushing the tempo. The give to the back. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. Unloads to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Oh, he was hoping for the pick 6. Instead, he got it down to the 16-yard line.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else, because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Welcome, everyone, to Berkeley and California Memorial Stadium, where they've been filing in since early this morning, ready to support their sturdy Golden Bears. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a team from the ACC, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Golden Bears will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down for this offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Reed. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Back to throw, it's Fafita. Takes the easy completion. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And he's got it inside the 20. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Arizona comes out with another first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Leaves it with the running back. He breaks a tackle. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll put the tight end in motion. Using his legs, it's Ott. Bulls his way forward. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Off the play fake. Trying to get to him. Trying to make magic with his feet. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Power football with the run. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Right back to it. Smashes ahead. And more yards after contact. Touchdown, Cal! And once he got loose, it was all over. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied at 7.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Got it past the marker. Good job running that route to get past the sticks, because he got nothing after the catch. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He wants to throw here on second down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
Well, they're going with a run-pass option. Look, they're trying to get that first down. They hand it off, just not able to get it. It was a nice effort by the back, but ultimately now forcing fourth and short. If I'm on offense, I think I'm staying on the field and going for this again.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Through the defense. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Timeout, Arizona.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They get to him as he throws. And it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on, this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? They'll try to bully their way for the first. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Splits the uprights. Good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Arizona 10, Cal 7.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Offense getting set for 1st down. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try the run. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. We've got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Ripping through the defense. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Timeout, California.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Arizona will kick off to get the second half underway. Bringing it back. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20. You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They'll try to get the first through the air. Unloads to the right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. I have no earthly idea why we saw a field goal attempt on that last play, but the offense certainly is set up for business now. Back to pass, it's Fafita. Got rid of it just in time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. It's good.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Matthews. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
The inside handoff. And the Golden Bears get enough for the first down.
And I know it's not sexy, but those little runs just keep you on your heels, keep the sticks moving, making you understand, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be patient. A lot of offenses aren't patient. They get too big play happy, wanting to force the ball down the field. This offense is staying nice and patient right now.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He wants to throw. Throws to the tight end. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Golden Bears are on the move. The run to the left. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Arizona 13, Cal 7.
We'll start the quarter offense, about to snap it on second down. Looking for a man, it's Mendoza. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. It'll be a draw. They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Beautiful play call offensively at the perfect time. In that situation, the defense obviously expecting pass, so they sneak the draw in and gash the defense.
And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. First down here for the offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. This offense has a second down play. On the run, it's up. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
He's tackled at the 17-yard line. Third down coming up.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up fourth down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Fires deep toward the end zone. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that is a back-breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Can't get him to the ground. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. He'll come out throwing on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's going to take off. Turns it on in midfield. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up?
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away. When you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving, make sure you got that thing locked up. He didn't. Defense took advantage of it.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
This time he's got his man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's up. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. They go to the ground. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Into the end zone, and he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Pass to